Hi, my name is Chuck Halbakken, and I would like to talk to you about a fantastic supplement made by Akea called Essentials. And I'd like to tell you about how it's changed my life. About 3 years ago, I had to stop strength training because of inflammation issues, joint pain, things along those lines, which are pretty typical in that type of business. Picking up heavy things and carrying for a quarter of a mile, bending steel, tearing cards, things like that. And I've been taking Essentials for about 3 months now, and these are my empty cans right here. I've been taking 2 servings a day, which is what's recommended. And about a month ago, I decided I could probably start strength training again. And reason being is my joints hadn't felt that good in years. I'm sleeping through the night, which is obviously would help with recovery and things like that. So I thought I'd give it a go. That being said, I've been tearing, bending, doing all sorts of cool stuff for the last month. No joint pain whatsoever. Life is good, and I just wanted to kind of share that experience. What I'm experiencing, I wanted to share that with you today. So that being said, I'll give you a couple demonstrations on what I've been doing and describe as I go along, whether I could or could not do, have done it previously, and let you know how I feel now. So without any further ado, I will start. Okay, so let's start off by tearing a deck of cards. Okay, but I'm going to tear it lengthwise as opposed to going across the shorter side. It's a little more difficult to tear it that way, but you're still taking it and run it lengthwise in half. So now we can take this guy away. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to bend a grade 5 bolt, 6 inch by quarter. It takes about 300 pounds of pressure to bend something like this. I've taken the liberty of wrapping this one, and the purpose of that is so you kind of don't poke it through that part of your hand, which would be in the bad category. It takes about 300 pounds to bend it. Average man can bend about 85 to 100 pounds, in terms of pressure. And this was something that was kind of about the most that I could do prior to, around 2006, 2007. I'm seeing this now being a kind of a launching point to where I can actually get up to the levels where I want, which is about the 500 pound range. So, with that, it takes fairly strong hands. It just takes really a lot of, back and shoulders really is how I bend. That's not going to seem really obvious from the video, but your hands do come into play, by the way. So, here we go. So that's about 300 pounds of pressure to bend something like that. And by the way, it is warm in the corner. I get to remove this, and we're down to just one last task. Rolling up a skillet like a burrito. So, I'll be back in a moment, we'll do that. Okay, down to the last thing. A 10-inch Teflon coated skillet. Usually use this to cook things with, but it's also a pretty good training tool. And, kind of the thing is you take it and you roll it up like a burrito. I wouldn't recommend eating it at that point, but this is one of the things that it wasn't worth doing prior to. So I honestly don't know if I could have done this prior to taking Essentials or not. It just wasn't going to be worth it. So without talking any more about it, because there's really little to say, let me just roll it up and be done with it. So, there you have what was a skillet that kind of looks like a burrito now. And I think we can just lay that here. These are three things that I certainly could not have done back to back like that, you know, prior to taking essentials, which now obviously I can. And the other three, the bending the steel, you know, the bolt, yes, I could have done. Tearing cards lengthwise was not something I had done previously. Again, don't know if I could, but it just wasn't going to be worth the effort. And certainly this would have created a bit of a joint problem with me. So that being said, I highly recommend, irrespective of whether you're a strength training athlete or not, taking essentials. I mean, I sleep better. There's tons of health benefits by taking it, in addition to being able to train and do some kind of whacked out stuff and have some fun. So have a good day.